What's up? We're in Las Vegas and we're at CES, one of the biggest technology events in the entire world, and I'm going to show you guys some of the most futuristic cars inside. Let's go have a look. Guys, check this out. On the side, you now have a screen on the doors. That's called the tech bar, and that lets everybody on the road know that this thing is driving completely autonomously. Look at the shape of this car. This is called the Peugeot Inception concept, and it looks like it's from the future. On the front, what I like is that you have this glass panel that goes all the way from the hood all the way to the back. Gives you a ton of nice natural light on the inside. The front is super aggressive. You got all these angles and lights, light up Peugeot logo. And these vertical lines are supposed to be this like a lion scratch. Now, I mean, look, I think lions have 4 fingers, but they put 3. I'm not really sure how that adds up, but it looks aggressive. It looks pretty cool. All right, on the wheels, they're pretty fancy. It almost looks like they're center locking, but then you have like a badge on top of them. A little bit confusing, but also looks cool. And of course, when you got doors that open like this, feels a little bit more special, right? Got the suicide doors, no B-pillar, looks great. The interior was inspired kind of by a lounge. They wanted to feel like loungy, you know? So when you go inside, take a look at all this, very squishy sofa-esque kind of cushions. Very nice, very futuristic. This right here, I gotta get my phone out because they gave me a crazy name. They no longer call this a steering wheel. They call this, let me get the name out. This is absurd. This is called a hyper-square steering control because it no longer just steers the car. It also has a screen in there. There's a bunch of other things. You got glowing circles going on. And above it, you have this halo, which is kind of like your gauge cluster. It has information, and all of this will actually retract and combine with the display all the way in there when you're driving autonomously. That looks awesome. What do you guys think? I think this is my favorite car so far. Check this out. Look at that. These are solar panels. This is the world's first ever solar powered car, and I can't believe what I am seeing. This is a car that charges while you're driving. Imagine driving to work and the car's already charging. This can actually charge up to 79 kilometers of extra range while you're on the road. And this is just nuts. Look, the solar panels, they continue on the roof. They go all the way to the back. And this car is basically a mixture of electric power, so you plug it in, but then it's also solar power to give a bit of an extension. I actually asked them, why can't you just do a full solar powered car, from 0 to 100% battery? And they said you can, but it would take about 60 hours, so that's a lot. Anyways, on the back, you got this light bar that now we're starting to see in more places. You know, when it goes across the entire back. Still think it looks great. On the side, this is pretty noticeable. So the wheels are covered. Now this is a design feature, but at the same time, it reduces drag, to increase range. Yeah, I'll go with that a little bit. Now, how much do you think that this car costs? I was pretty shocked. This car right here costs $250,000. And that's because they only produced about 150 units. So obviously because of economies of scale, it's very expensive, but that is why they are producing the Lightyear 2. And this is gonna come out and it's gonna cost only $40,000, obviously because they're gonna produce a lot more. So, check this out. Side view cameras, of course, because it's a futuristic car after all. And there you go. You see the screen to show what your side view cameras are recording. You see? Can you see me? Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, by the way. So the interior, pretty minimalistic. Nothing too fancy going on. Still looks nice, very clean. Got a dual tone kind of Alcantara leather going on in the seats. Very nice. Supercar Blondie, we're based in Dubai. Can you imagine a solar powered car in Dubai? Infinite energy. We'd never have to charge our cars ever again. I get one. Maybe the coolest car in the entire show, this is a DeLorean. Look at the front, look at that. Lifted, off-roady, and on the side, you have the lights. And it looks almost deconstructed. They're glass panels stacked. Looks pretty crazy. All right, the wheels are wild. See how the rubber kind of ties in to the rim? That's freaking nuts. I've never seen that. So, above the wheels, you have the suspension, caution. This almost looks like a Mars rover. I mean, look at the shape of it, right? It looks like an Apple Smart Mouse. You know, one of those little mouses, can I say that? I don't know. The back reminds me a little bit of the AVTR as well that we did. You see, remember that I had those bionic flaps? These are actually solar panels to charge the car. Now, does that actually work? Probably not, but it's a cool idea. The back also looks great. Looks like almost like a Mars rover, you know? Lifted, futuristic. Taillights are the same as the front, stacked glass panels. And what I like as well is you have these kind of like, I don't know, prism shapes on the back. Even though it's an off-road car, it's actually not that tall. Look, I'm not a tall person. I'm like 5'9"-ish. It's this tall. It's got so much lift, but it's so short. It's pretty unique. Anyways, what do you guys think? All right, check this out. This is crazy. This is the Ram Revolution BEV concept. And my favorite part is on the side. You have suicide doors, no B-pillar in the middle. Obviously that's like pretty concept-y, right? I'm not sure if a production model will have a car with no B-pillar, but anyways, this does. It looks great. Over on the inside, you see how much space you have. They're so freaking spacious. Like the back seats, look at all that legroom you have, right? If you look a little bit further down, if you look like this, look at sunroof. That sunroof is like alien spaceship, you know? It's like divided into different segments. You have this like kind of orange ambient lighting, nice little pattern on the roof. You'll see also at the top, the rear view mirror is a screen, and that's because this car is surrounded with cameras. Even the side view mirrors are actually side view cameras. The steering wheel, it's foldable, just like with the Grand Spheres by Audi. That's what they're saying, right? Like that the steering wheel would be able to fold in so that the drivers are able to kind of convert more into a passenger. All right, on the back, first of all, you got 24-inch rims. They look pretty electric, pretty fancy. All electric cars now have fancy rims. On the back, what I like as well is that the Ram logo has this kind of like red outline on the taillight. It looks pretty cool. It's like, I actually like this. A lot of futuristic cars are starting to swap like chrome for lighting. So right here, normally you'd have just a little chrome or like piano black kind of finish. Instead, what you have now is a red glow. Looks pretty nice. In terms of like specs, they have not revealed that much, but Ram says that this pickup truck is going to come out sometime in 2024. They say that this is going to lead the class in charge, range, all that stuff. I mean, again, this is kind of a car that we shouldn't really listen that much to the technicalities because it'll probably change a lot, but I have to say that it looks great. What do you guys think? I think it looks freaking awesome, right? Behind me, I got the Dodge Daytona Charger concept, and this is the first time I'm seeing it as well, so get in close. It's pretty cool, fully electric now. And it looks redesigned, futuristic. You got some very fancy rims, pretty nice. Center locking wheels, in case you need that on the road. From the windows, you get a little bit of a sneak peek of what's inside. A lot more ambient lighting on the doors. SRT written on the steering wheel so that you know you're getting that performance. The car looks great, to be honest. This is actually more of a prototype. This will be closer to the real thing than just a concept car that just throws every crazy idea imaginable. This is actually realistic. I love the back. Love the light bar all the way across the back. I love the logo behind this kind of like glass panel. Very nice, very elegant. Just a great looking car in general. Carbon fiber mirror cups. Look at this. From this angle, you can see that air just pushing down on the front. Downforce, performance, testosterone. Looks great. On the front, daytime running lights. Cutting through the middle. Looks really nice, actually. I actually like that. And what's cool is that here you have this kind of glass casing that goes around an illuminated logo, which also looks great. And I really do like the little air vents that push the car down. Looks awesome. All right, not a car that you can own privately, but this is the taxi of the future. And it's called the Zoox. Up on the corners, you got LiDARs and cameras to like scope out what's in front of it, any obstacles so that it can drive on its own. Because of course, if it's a taxi of the future, it's fully autonomous. Very sleek, very simple. You got this huge glass panel with Zoox right there. And at the top, you have a light bar, but in the middle, what you have is a sound bar. And the reason why this is important is because, for example, we all know that electric cars are super silent, right? The sound bar lets pedestrians know that this thing is driving towards you, so you don't hit anyone on the way, right? But not only is this a sound bar, this is actually a pinpointed sound bar. So if the pedestrian is here, the sound bar will literally direct the sound at the pedestrian right there, directly at him so that he can know that you're coming. I think that's pretty cool. All right, when we go to the other side, taxis are changing. You know how I used to open the door, it was just like a kind of aluminum or plastic piece, whatever. This is how you're gonna get into your taxi in the future. Right here, huge glass panel, and you just touch this little button right there. Oh yeah. All right, let's jump inside. So, pretty fancy in here. When you look at the top, you have a starlight roof, just like in a Rolls Royce. And what's pretty cool as well is that you can actually face your other passengers. You can take a look at your GPS. You can change your songs. You can adjust the temperature. It's pretty comfortable here, to be honest. And you have a little sunroof as well. So yeah, taxi of the future. The future is now, old man. All right, look, they're closing the place down. They're turning the lights off, kicking us out. That's all we got. Which one was your favorite? Let me know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time.